Girl, stop apologizing. Day 22. I want to make real strides for yourself and your goals this year. Stop caring about what they think of you. Stop giving power to someone else's opinions. Inevitably, when I say something like this, the question that comes back is about accountability and whether we can truly maintain our integrity if we have no sounding board. First of all, you know what's right and wrong. You know what's true. Down in your gut, you know how the best version of yourself would live out this day, this life you've been given. You may not always get to that place, but you know what it is you're striving for. So don't underestimate that. Secondly, if you are truly blessed, you will have people in your life. You are confidants and true friends. Their wisdom will be your counsel, and you can seek them out when you need to. But, and here's the place where people get tripped up. There is a big difference between wanting someone's opinion and needing their approval. The latter typically comes disguised as the former. We ask for an opinion because we are feeling unsure about something, and often if we can find someone to agree, we somehow justify the idea as good or bad. Yesterday, I made this mistake with my husband. He is my best friend and counselor, and I still had to separate his opinion from what I really wanted. I have this idea for a new fiction book. I haven't written fiction since I wrapped up my girls' series, but as often happens while you're in the middle of writing a book, I started daydreaming about my next book. This happens partly because you're deep in a creative headspace, and mostly because writing books, no matter how many you do, is super hard. Fantasizing about being finished and working on the next thing is the carrot you dangle to get you through big writing days. So this new novel is my carrot, and I got excited enough to tell Dave about it. And in doing so, I opened myself up for opinions. His opinion was that the plot sounded a lot like something else, and that it also sounded a little convoluted. He said it in the nicest way, truly just a harmless thought as part of our little brainstorming session. The problem is not that he offered his opinion. The problem is that I immediately started to adjust my thoughts about the book. I immediately started to wonder if maybe he was right and my idea was wrong and I should just scrap it. But the truth is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if Dave is right. It doesn't matter if the experts are right. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks or believes. The idea, the dream, the goal is my own. The second I started looking for other people to validate it, I begin to lose steam and momentum. When you're in the early stage of an idea or a goal, you are the most insecure, which means you are easily swayed by what other people might think or believe. You are most easily talked out of an idea you might have loved or into an idea you might regret when you allow other people's opinions to color your plans. It's like when you ask someone to review or critique the first draft of your manuscript when you're only halfway done. When I ask someone to read an unfinished draft, it's because I'm looking for validation. It's usually because I'm struggling and thinking I'm a terrible writer and I want someone whose opinion I admire to tell me to keep going. The truth is, no one else can validate you enough to finish a first draft. No one can validate you enough to follow through on the dream you've laid out for yourself. Even the most encouraging coach on the planet can make you finish the race. You're going to have to find it in yourself to chase it down all on your own.